Gucci YouTube. It's your boy Pat Brady, you dig? On this beautiful, Tuesday night, Washington, D.C., you dig what I'm saying? I'm here one half of, I know my neck be getting all funny. One half of Marvelous Bluntz in the building, you dig? And, we bringing great content out. Me and Tony should be doing a joint discussion soon for the Joker movie, but until then, we still got the content rolling and coming. So, like, comment, subscribe, you dig what I'm saying, and continue to enjoy our channel, having a good time where we just express thoughts, high shit. You dig what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna go straight into it, dog. I'm actually started a new series on Netflix. Well, it's not new. It's a older series, but I just never caught up with it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just catching up with stuff like that. But Agent freaking Carter, you dig what I'm saying? As you know, she's basically the girlfriend, wife of Captain America. You know what I'm saying? That was still here after the first Avenger. You know what I'm saying? The first Avenger, Captain America, the first Avenger. He promised her a dance, and if you watched Endgame, he eventually was a dumbass and went back in time for that dance. Like, not cool. And shout out to I don't know who is playing. What's her name? Let me see her name. Haley Atwell. She is getting the check because she has been a part of the Marvel everything for like the past 10 years too. So shout out to Haley because she making that check. But this is going to go into a straight review of episode 1. Season 1 is 2 seasons. And, I'm just going to give my outlet and, review on what I thought of the series. And if you want to check it out, it's actually on Hulu. So, check that out. Basically, this first episode, it was basically kind of the aftermath of her going through everything with Cap and him flying into the ice and everything like that. And it's just basically showing the story of Peggy Carter, her world outside of had been working with Captain America and what it's like after that. It was during the old time. I think it was the 50s. I don't know when it was, but it was during the time where women wasn't really getting treated right. So, as you see through the episode, she's going to work in the office, but she really is an agent. She has that agent in her. You know what I'm saying? So she's always around everything, but they keep trying to cut her out, but she ain't getting cut out. You dig? So for the rest of the episode, if in the winter, Captain America, the first one, she worked with Tony Stark. And Agent Carter, you know what I'm saying? Now he is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Basically, his son, Tony Stark Jr., is literally his father's son because now his father in this first episode is really on the run because he's been selling illegal weapons, which the Starks normally do. So, basically this episode is her trying to basically clear his name because she knows that Tony's a good guy. She knows she worked with him and things like that. So she just goes through the whole episode trying to find out what's going on with Tony for real. As she steps forward and finds things like that, she links up with Tony Stark's dad, and she meets actually Vision's program that he was made from, Jarvis, the actual person it was based off. If you really know, Jarvis is basically Vision, you know what I'm saying? But he was Tony Stark's first sidekick that was AI, you know what I'm saying? And it was actually based off Tony, his father's butler, you know what I'm saying? So all Bucks, him and Agent Carter have a connection. Tony's on the run, so he has to put them together, and she has and builds a relationship with Jarvis in this first episode. They find this material, and I'm not really hip about the guide. I mean, I'm gonna really go back and really look at it, but they look like a wild version of Hydra. They got little things in their neck. I'm gonna have it by next review. I'm gonna have what the name of it is. I'm not on point right now with the names. I was really just so interested, and I really wasn't looking at the names or anything like that. I was just paying attention to the story. But it's these new villains, and they're super strong. They got some weird stuff going on with them. They look like they're actually being controlled by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because there's one scene where she actually stopped one of them, and they had a little thing sitting there talking. So it's just another thing, a form of manipulation on the human, you dig? So she's dealing with that, and she gets this type of substance or this some type of matter that basically can blow up a whole building and then just make the shit disappear. You know what I'm saying? So it's some big Hydra shit that she done got into. You dig what I'm saying? And she basically on these missions alone because the agent she's working for, they're trying to find out stuff, but she just went on her own move. She put on her blonde wig, got all sexy. One thing about Miss Agent Carter, Peggy Carter, I can't lie, they picked a great person to play her because she's a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? And it just matched everything all together with her whole style, her attitude, everything like that. She kind of like took the mantle of like that attitude of Cap, but if he was a badass, you know what I'm saying? Or if he was a woman, like shit, you know what I'm saying? So I really, really did like and enjoy this episode. I feel like it's great seeing side stories to my favorite characters in the MCU, and I just never was hip about this. I like the fact that it's not really going too ham. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of these movies now have an SJW or woman empowered agenda or Mary Sue, as they would say, where it's like extreme them getting these powers and you like, how the fuck? Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna get to that, but it wasn't as bad Mary Sue as it normally is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she still was getting beat up. She still was like having to be secretive and figure things out. And I really did enjoy that. Looking at her visually is always good because she bad as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was already into that. And it had a good script. Like, it went along. I wasn't in or out. Like, I really was like, oh, shit was going to happen next. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm very eager to find out more and understand what Cat Girl on. You know what I'm saying? What she going to be on. And so I really did enjoy overall the episode. Now, it was some things I wrote down. Like I said, it wasn't a lot of women empowerment stuff. I really like the fact that they revealed who Jarvis is. Her using her woman, like it was like one scene where like she wanted to get the scoop on something, but she couldn't get all work. So she was like, shit, I'm on my period. So she's using her womanhood to help her out. You know what I'm saying? Like woman things to help her out. I really do like that. It's just something interesting that they did with a woman character without overdoing it. But they did overdo some things. And I'm going to get to that. The things that I really didn't like about it. I think the biggest thing is they didn't show her training. And that's that Mary Sue shit I'm talking about. They didn't show her actual training, how she actually ended up being able to fight, jump on cars, spy, anything. And I know it could have been implied, but you gotta show like stuff like that. Because I feel like if it was a man, it would be training, it would be something to show how he got to this point. And I just don't feel like they did a good job with that. I don't really like the fact that she's like, I understand they're trying to push women and like a strong women, but strong how women should be. But women weren't like that in the 50s, and she was getting disrespectful with some of these men. I just don't like when they downplay men to push women up. It's not nothing to just work together as one. And I understand it's a lot of equality differences when it comes to men and women. You know what I'm saying? But come on, Mo. Y'all can't keep on just making these women go on us. You dig what I'm saying? So I really didn't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I would really give this episode, I would give it a B+. It was interesting, kept my attention, got me wanting to understand more about Peggy Carter, see more action. It was action-packed. It had action in it. It had a little suspense stuff, like TV suspense. So I would give it a B+, but the only thing I really think that stopped it from being an A was like that Mary Sue shit. It wasn't as bad, but it was there. And her disrespect like to men, like, or people with authority, you know what I'm saying? And even how she treating Jarvis, you know what I'm saying? Like, a little weird. And it's just like how she like learned how to do all this spy shit all bucks was kind of weird. Oh yeah, and I like the fact that they killed like her best friend. Like, they getting gritty already. They not saving nothing. Her life still is kind of shitty since Cap left. You feel what I'm saying? So I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of grittiness with the women instead of making it just soft or just too emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know women are naturally emotional, but sometimes it gotta be a balance where it's some tough back women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see Agent Carter crying every episode, and they didn't do that. So I really appreciate that, how she just keeping it moving after Cap and not dwelling off his name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see the rest of the season. Tell me what y'all thought about it. If y'all have already seen it years ago, or if you're just seeing it or you haven't seen it, check it out. Leave a comment, see what you think. I definitely will be back with episode 2 review. And just going over it, just talking about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to get into doing more shows. This is the first time, so I'm already doing great at it, so I only can get greater at it. You dig what I'm saying? My shirt, Next Level, shout out to Next Level Clothing. You can follow them on Instagram, and it's Marvelous Bluntz, you dig? We're just going to keep the content coming, keep you guys smiling, laughing, wondering about different things we saying, and we're going to keep the party going. And also, as well, Pink Panther, we've been promoting that. My single and the video is now, the official video is out. It's literally in the bio. So click on that, share it, spread it, man. Spread this video, man. It's Marvelous Bluntz. Stay easy, stay up. You dig?